So, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something a little serious, but trust me, it's super important. We all love our cars, right? That feeling of freedom, the wind in your hair. Okay, maybe just the AC blasting because it's always hot. But here's the thing, with great horsepower comes great responsibility. And honestly, looking at the way some of us drive on Indian roads, it feels like we left the responsibility part at home, next to the helmet we didn't wear. We're going to dive into some common everyday mistakes that seem harmless. But guys, they can have some seriously messed up consequences. I'm not here to lecture you like your dad after you scratched his car for the first time. No, this is more like a chat between friends. A friend who's seen some crazy stuff on the road and just wants everyone to get home safe. Think about it. Every time you get behind the wheel, you're not just responsible for yourself, but for everyone else around you. The biker trying to get home to his family, the auntie crossing the road with her groceries, even the other drivers who are probably just as stressed as you are. Road safety isn't just a chapter in a textbook we memorize to get our license. It's a real-time, high-stakes game we play daily. So, in this video, we're going to break down 5 of the most common mistakes Indian drivers make. These are things we see every single day, things we might even be guilty of ourselves without realizing how dangerous they are. The goal here isn't to shame anyone. It's to get us all thinking, to be a little more mindful, a little more aware. Because making a small change in our habits can literally be the difference between a normal day and a life-altering tragedy. So grab your chai, sit back, and let's get into it. This might just be the most important video you watch this week. Alright, let's start with the absolute classic, the OG of driving mistakes, not wearing a seatbelt. I know, you're just going to the local Kirana store, what could possibly happen? Or my personal favorite excuse, it's uncomfortable, yeah, it ruins my shirt. Bro, a crumpled shirt is a million times better than a crumpled body. Seriously, let's get into the physics of it for a second. Your car is a metal box, and when it stops suddenly, say, in a crash, everything inside it, including you, keeps moving forward at the same speed. Without a seatbelt, your new destination is the dashboard, the windshield, or even the road outside. Think of the seatbelt as your car's first and most important hug. It's designed to distribute the force of a crash across the strongest parts of your body, your chest and pelvis. It's not just a random strap, it's a piece of life-saving engineering. And don't even get me started on the people in the back seat. There's this massive myth in India that if you're in the back, you're somehow magically safe. That's completely false. In a crash, an unbelted rear passenger becomes a human missile, flying forward and potentially killing the person sitting in front of them. So, that chalta high attitude for backseaters, it needs to stop. And here's another thing. Airbags. Your car's fancy airbags are designed to work the seatbelt, not of it. They are called supplemental restraint systems, SRS, for a reason. If you're not wearing a seatbelt, the force of a deploying airbag can seriously injure or even kill you. It's like getting punched by a heavyweight boxer you didn't see coming. So, the simple act of clicking that belt in place takes 2 seconds, but it increases your chances of survival in a crash by almost 50%. It's the easiest, smartest thing you can do every time you get in a car. No excuses. Next up, the modern-day menace, the addiction we all share, our smartphones. Using your phone while driving, we've all seen it. The guy in the BMW next to you is scrolling through Instagram. The autowala in front is on a video call. Someone's trying to type a WhatsApp message with one hand while navigating a U-turn. It's absolute madness. Let's be brutally honest with ourselves. Your brain cannot multitask when it comes to driving and using a phone. It's a scientific fact. When you're looking at your screen, you're not looking at the road. It's called cognitive distraction, and it's incredibly dangerous. You might think a quick glance at a notification is harmless. I'll just look for a second, you tell yourself. But at 60 kilometers per hour, your car travels the length of a football field in just a few seconds. A lot can happen in that time. A child could run onto the road. The car in front could brake suddenly. You could miss a massive pothole that sends your car flying. Replying to that LOL text is not worth the risk of causing a multi-car pileup. Your focus should be 100% on the road, the mirrors, the sounds around you, not on your screen. And please, don't think that putting the phone on speaker or using a hands-free device makes it completely safe. While it's definitely better than holding the phone to your ear, the mental distraction is still there. You're still engaged in a conversation that's taking your focus away from the primary task of driving. The best thing you can do? Put your phone on silent, chuck it in the glove compartment, and forget about it until you've reached your destination. If a call is that urgent, pull over to a safe spot and then take it. Your Instagram feed can wait. That reel will still be there later. Your life and the lives of others might not be. Overspeeding. The thrill, the adrenaline, the feeling of being the king of the road as you zip past everyone else. It feels great, right? Until it doesn't. Overspeeding is one of the biggest contributors to fatal accidents, and there's a simple reason why. The faster you go, the less time you have to react. It's pure physics. Your reaction distance, the distance your car travels from the moment you see a hazard to the moment you actually hit the brakes, increases dramatically with speed. So does your braking distance. Basically, the faster you're going, the longer it takes to stop. People often justify speeding by saying they're in a hurry, or that they're a good driver who can handle it. Let me tell you something. The road doesn't care how good a driver you think you are. A surprise pothole, a stray animal, or another driver making a mistake can turn your high-speed cruise into a high-impact crash in a fraction of a second. The severity of a crash also increases exponentially with speed. A crash at 80 km per hour is not twice as bad as one at 40 km per hour. The impact force is actually 4 times greater. That's the difference between a fender bender and a fatal accident. And let's be real about how much time you're actually saving. On a typical 10-kilometer city commute, driving at 60 km per hour instead of 40 km per hour might save you what? 3 or 4 minutes? Is that short amount of time worth risking your life and the lives of others? Speed limits are not just random numbers a government official came up with to annoy you. They are calculated based on road design, traffic flow, and potential hazards. Sticking to them isn't being a slow driver, it's being a smart and responsible one. So, ease off the accelerator, enjoy the journey, and remember, it's always better to arrive late in this life than early in the next. This one is a silent killer, a mistake that creeps up on you, skipping regular vehicle maintenance. We Indians have a jugged mentality for everything, which is awesome, but it shouldn't apply to our car's health. We spend lakhs on our cars, but then we try to save a few hundred rupees by delaying a service or using cheap, non-genuine parts. That sound your brakes are making? Oh, it'll be fine. That check engine light? I'll just cover it with some black tape. This isn't just lazy, it's incredibly reckless. Your car is a complex machine and its parts wear out. Think about the critical components. Your brakes, for instance. Worn-out brake pads mean a longer stopping distance. A brake fluid leak could mean a complete failure to stop. What about your tires? Driving on bald tires, especially in the rain, is like trying to run on ice. You have virtually no grip, making it easy to lose control. Improper tire pressure can also lead to blowouts at high speeds, which is one of the most terrifying things that can happen to a driver. These aren't minor inconveniences, they are potential disasters waiting to happen. Regular maintenance isn't about the service center trying to rip you off. It's about preventative care. It's about a trained mechanic spotting a small problem before it becomes a catastrophic failure on the highway. Following your car's service schedule, checking your tire pressure and tread regularly, making sure all your lights are working, and paying attention to any weird noises or warning lights on your dashboard. These are all part of being a responsible car owner. Your car takes care of you, gets you from point A to point B. The least you can do is take care of it. A well-maintained car is a safer car, period. And finally, let's talk about something so basic, so fundamental, that it's shocking how often we ignore it: traffic signals. The traffic light is the most basic form of communication on the road. Red means stop, yellow means prepare to stop, green means go. It's simple, right? Yet every single day at every single intersection, you see people blatantly running red lights. They speed up to beat the yellow, treating it as a sign to go faster, not slower. It's a dangerous game of Russian roulette played with 2-ton metal boxes. When you run a red light, you're not just breaking a rule, you are driving directly into the path of cross traffic that has a green light. They have the right of way. They are proceeding with the assumption that the intersection is clear because their light is green. They are not expecting a car to suddenly appear out of nowhere. This is how the most brutal T-bone collisions happen, and they are often devastating because the side of a car offers very little protection. You're putting your faith in the reaction time of a dozen other drivers, and that's a terrible bet to make. And it's not just about the cars. What about pedestrians? The red light for you is a green walk signal for them. People crossing the road, including children and the elderly, are trusting that you will obey the law and stop. By jumping the signal, you are putting the most vulnerable road users in mortal danger. Following traffic signals is the foundation of an orderly and safe traffic system. It's about predictability and trust. When we all follow the rules, we all know what to expect from each other, which makes the entire system safer for everyone. So next time you're approaching a yellow light, just stop. A few seconds of waiting is nothing compared to a lifetime of regret. So there you have it. 5 common, simple mistakes that have huge, life-altering consequences. Not wearing a seatbelt, using your phone, speeding, neglecting your car, and jumping signals. I know it's a lot to take in, and maybe some of it felt a bit like a scolding, but it comes from a place of care. We share these roads, all of us, and we all have a responsibility to make them as safe as possible. It starts with us, with the small decisions we make every single time we get behind the wheel. It's about building a culture of safety, one driver at a time. This isn't just about avoiding a fine from a traffic cop. It's about respecting your own life and the lives of every single person you share the road with. It's about ensuring that you, your friends, and your family all get to your destinations safely. The next time you're in the car, just take a second to think about these points. Buckle up, put the phone away, watch your speed, listen to your car, and respect the signals. These aren't restrictions, they are tools that keep us safe. If this video made you think, even for a moment, then my job here is done. But we can do more. Please, share this video. Send it to your friends, your family, your WhatsApp groups. The more people who see this and start thinking about their own driving habits, the safer our roads will become. Let's start a conversation. Let's hold each other accountable, in a good way. Thanks for watching, guys. Drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.